Let's begin with a simple question. What is Microsoft Copilot? Microsoft Copilot is an artificial intelligence assistant that resides within the Microsoft 365 applications we use daily: Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Teams, and OneNote. Instead of being a separate program, Copilot is built directly into these apps, which means you can work with it in real time as you create documents, analyze data, prepare presentations, or manage communication. The key idea behind Copilot is that it transforms Microsoft 365 from a set of productivity tools into an intelligent collaborator. Traditionally, we typed, formatted, and calculated everything manually. Now, with Copilot, we can simply ask, in plain English, for what we want. For example, summarize this research article into 200 words, or create a chart of sales trends from this dataset, and Copilot will generate a response instantly. It is called a copilot, not an autopilot, because it doesn't replace your judgment or creativity. Instead, it sits alongside you, speeding up repetitive tasks, suggesting improvements, and giving you a strong first draft to work with. You remain in control of the final decisions. As we move through this course, you'll see how Copilot is designed to help students, educators, and professionals save time, focus on deeper thinking, and work more effectively. In short, Microsoft Copilot is AI inside Microsoft 365, built to enhance, not replace, the way we work. Now that we've defined what Copilot is, let's take a step back and look at the Microsoft 365 suite itself, the environment where Copilot operates. Microsoft 365 is more than just the familiar Office applications. It is a fully integrated ecosystem for writing, analyzing data, presenting ideas, communicating, and collaborating. Let's briefly explore the 6 core applications where Copilot is currently most impactful. First, Word. This is where most of us do our academic and professional writing essays, reports, proposals, and research papers. With Copilot, Word can help you draft, restructure, summarize, and even improve the clarity and tone of your writing. Second, Excel. Traditionally known as the go-to tool for spreadsheets and data analysis, Excel has now become more accessible. Copilot helps generate formulas, create pivot tables, and build data visualizations, even if you don't have advanced technical skills. Third, PowerPoint. Presentations are central to both academic life and the workplace. Copilot can transform a document into a slide deck, suggest layouts, and even add speaker notes, saving significant time in the preparation process. Fourth, Outlook. For email and scheduling, Copilot assists in drafting professional responses, summarizing long email threads, and managing your calendar more efficiently. This is particularly valuable in professional settings where clear, timely communication is essential. Fifth, Teams. Teams has become a hub for collaboration, especially in hybrid and online environments. Copilot can provide meeting recaps, highlight key action items, and assist in task management, ensuring nothing gets overlooked. And finally, OneNote. Often underrated, OneNote is a powerful tool for capturing and organizing information. With Copilot, you can turn scattered notes into structured outlines, study guides, or project trackers. Together, these applications form a complete productivity environment. Copilot enhances each one individually, but more importantly, it connects them, helping you move seamlessly from writing to analyzing to presenting, and finally to collaborating. By the end of this course, you will not only understand how Copilot operates within each application, but also how to link them together for efficient, end-to-end workflows. So far, we've discussed what Copilot is and the applications where it operates. But to really appreciate its value, it's important to compare it with the traditional way we've used Microsoft Office tools. Traditionally, productivity in Word, Excel, or PowerPoint has meant doing everything step by step, typing out each sentence, building formulas manually, creating slides one box at a time, and searching through long email threads for key details. These tools were powerful, but they relied entirely on us to provide the input, the structure, and the formatting. Copilot changes this model. Instead of only responding to our clicks and keystrokes, it responds to natural language instructions. You don't need to remember every formula in Excel or spend hours formatting a document. You can simply tell Copilot, "Analyze this dataset and show me key trends," or "Draft a 2-page policy proposal with clear recommendations." Copilot then generates a starting point, which you can refine. Another difference lies in efficiency. With traditional tools, the process was often linear. We planned, created, reviewed, and then corrected. With Copilot, those steps overlap. You can generate content quickly, then shift directly into refining and improving. This speeds up the cycle dramatically. Importantly, Copilot is not a replacement. It doesn't eliminate the need for human judgment, critical thinking, or subject expertise. In fact, it makes those skills more valuable because Copilot handles the repetitive or mechanical tasks, leaving you free to focus on higher-order thinking. To put it simply, traditional office tools were like a set of instruments you had to play manually. Copilot adds an intelligent assistant who can play along with you, suggesting chords, keeping rhythm, and sometimes improvising ideas you hadn't thought of. But you remain the conductor. As we move forward, keep this difference in mind. The real power of Copilot lies not just in what it does for you, but in how it changes the way you approach work. Faster drafts, deeper insights, and more time to think critically rather than simply type or calculate. Now that we understand what Copilot is, the applications it works within, and how it differs from traditional office tools, let's bring it to life with some real-world examples. In education, imagine a university student working on a literature review. Instead of manually reading and condensing 10 long articles, they can ask Copilot in Word to summarize each source into a short paragraph, then restructure the summaries into a draft review. This doesn't replace critical analysis, but it speeds up the process of gathering and organizing information. In research, Copilot can assist with data analysis in Excel. A researcher might input raw survey results and ask Copilot to identify patterns, generate charts, or calculate averages, all without writing complex formulas. This means more time can be spent interpreting findings rather than cleaning data. In business, a manager could use Copilot in PowerPoint to transform a strategy document into a polished slide deck in minutes, complete with visuals and suggested talking points. In Outlook, the same manager might rely on Copilot to draft professional replies, summarize long email chains, or even highlight urgent action items. For collaboration, Copilot in Teams can automatically generate meeting notes, identify key decisions, and assign follow-up tasks. This ensures no one has to spend hours reviewing a recording to capture what was discussed. And even on a personal level, tools like OneNote combined with Copilot can help students create study plans, track project deadlines, or turn messy handwritten notes into structured outlines. The impact on productivity is significant. Independent studies show that AI-assisted workers complete tasks up to 40% faster and report higher satisfaction because they can focus on creative and analytical thinking rather than repetitive tasks. For universities, this means students and staff alike can achieve more in less time while still upholding academic standards and professional integrity. As you can see, Copilot's value lies not only in saving time, but also in enabling better outcomes, whether it's clearer communication, deeper insights, or stronger presentations. This is where Microsoft's vision of AI as a collaborator, not a replacement, really becomes clear.